Since we returned to constitutional rule in 92, we haven't had a president, finish his term. Not all the presidents have finished their terms. So Rawlings finished his term 96-2000, Kufuor finished his term 2005-2008. Atta Mills, unfortunately, God made him finish his term earlier than he had planned. John Mahama was truncated short.
Oh, he did. He finished his full year.
Who finished? Did he not?
4 years. He finished it.
Oh, how? That cannot be his
No, because the
constitutional
8 years
term
is not a given. No. 8 years is not a given. You have a 4-year term.
Oh, no problem. Let's
you have a 4-year term.
Fine.
And he finished it.
Okay.
I keep telling you to be accurate.
Honorable Minister, you are impugning on
No. That's just on the lighter side.
Let the people know that you are. This is
that is just on the lighter side.
Before they take me to town and say that you haven't. I don't want a repetition of what you did to some journalists.
Go ahead.
I know you have a pension.
I withdraw.
For attacking people who you used to work with.
I withdraw.
No problem. Akufo-Addo is in his last term.
Yes.
He cannot and will not, and he has said that he will not.
He doesn't
even have to say. He cannot do anything about it. He's going to go home.
Yeah.
Is this the stage we call him a lame duck president?
I think for those who try to define that to mean a president whose possible terms are coming to an end, and therefore in whose term the center of gravity of power begins to shift.
They are correct.
They may say so.
Is that why he's singing I Don't Care and he wants to shower in the air?
He's never sung I Don't Care. He's never showered in the air.
He's planning to shower in the air. He can't be bothered about anything.
You see, this is what you do, and then when I come back at you, you say I'm attacking.
Okay, then you can come back.
He is not showered in the air. He's not planning to shower in the air.
You're planning to buy a new presidential jet.
This is a president whose agenda for the second term is quite clear and is keen on executing. I've never seen a harder working president, even at this age.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you. Tell me the last president at this age who was so hard working, literally crisscrossing the country on a daily. As I'm speaking to you now, he just landed in Kumasi about 15-20 minutes ago to attend to business in the Ashanti region on behalf of the state. This is not a president who is relaxed that, he's won a second term and therefore yinti ubia. We saw presidents who in their first term adopted that kind of attitude. But we are at a point, I agree, where the natural attempt to position oneself in a place so that it could be considered as a successor are beginning to show their heads. The party had to be very strong in the Ashanti Regional Congress preparations to say, no, we are not going to tolerate this. If you don't take it down, we'll take it down for you. And I think we can commend the party for being so bold and so clear in that enterprise. The party which gives birth to the government needs to instill a lot of discipline among particularly senior members of the party, because if not checked, it can compromise the bigger party agenda. I travel across the country. Grassroots of the party are quite clear that they don't want a rank-cross exercise when that time comes. We don't think we are there yet. We've just finished the first year. We've got about 2 more years before we get to the consideration. And I think one of the two most important things that will determine who our flag bearer is how well this administration performs and how well those who are interested function in their roles.
So that you can break the age.
If this administration is not supported to perform well, nobody cares about your presidential ambition, because then we are all going down. So you have to be interested in helping us perform well, and you have to handle your portfolio well.
Akufo-Addo is known to be the legacy man. He wants to leave legacy. So he's left free SHS and so on. In his final term, what are some of the key things you know that he's really excited about pushing, so that when he leaves in 20 years, people will say it was Akufo-Addo who left this for us?
I think I can, off the top of my head, count about 4 things. Anytime I talk to him, education is a big deal. The difference between many people is in education. He's keen on that. He's very keen on putting a strong healthcare system in place. He's keen on getting the Ghanaian economy to a certain level where it will be cruising by building a lot of entrepreneurs through U-Start, 1D1F, etc. And he's also keen on putting Ghana in its rightful place on the West African, and global landscape. So you see what he's doing with African Continental Free Trade Area, with ECOWAS, and with a lot of the international platforms where he tries to put Ghana in its right place.
Does he not worry about the jostling for his replacements? Does it not give him a headache? Does it not bother him? Especially when people are in his government who want to.
He's appreciative of how it can affect the performance of his government. And I believe he won't be upset if I say this clearly, where he has had occasion to speak up about it at cabinet meetings and say that he does not expect anybody to be derailed by that. If you're of the view that you cannot function 100% focusing on the job, maybe you should let him know and take a back seat because he wants full attention on the job.
Is he going to have a policy where if you want to run for president, you quit his government, or he's going to fire them?
I can't read his mind on that yet, but he's been very clear that he wants everybody focused on the job.
Is Kojo Oppong Nkrumah going to be one of the people jostling for president?
Of course, he be MP, village MP.
Oh, it not the matter.
Oh, please, I beg you.
Mahama came from Bole, his father from Accra.
Don't even go there. There are big people in this
Liman
system.
came from Golu.
There are big people in this system. I am not part of them.
You have not reached that level
I am
yet.
not part of them. Let me sit and chop my small minister like that.
When you chop with president, you give me minister of information.
I beg you. Don't lead me to harm's way.